Welcome to another episode of From My Mother's Basement, the show where we talk about anime, manga, video games, comics, sci-fi, tech, you name it. I'm Jason.
And I am Michael, and we have a friend joining us this week.
Maybe. Let's see if I can get them in. It is Courtney.
No way! Courtney, yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm Courtney. I like stuff.
Yeah.
All the stuff these guys talk about. And I am their friend.
Yay, friend.
And she's a fellow nerd, so it's all good.
Yeah.
The nerd longer than most of you old children in the chat room have been around, been alive. I was watching Sailor Moon when you were in diapers.
Goddamn, this day you ain't got no goddamn respect. That's what your problem is. I remember back in the days of Speed Racer and Star Blazer. Shit.
Yeah.
Children today ain't got no respect.
Yeah.
Crap.
I think we broke Jason in the first 3 minutes.
This would be a great episode, I know it.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't even shown you guys the awesome thing that I got. I was going to wait till the show to show this off to everyone. But I had some things arrive in the mail today because I'm sure you all know that I'm a huge anime fan. So I finally bought myself Yu Yu Hakusho Season 4.
Nice.
Finally. I've seen Season 3. And I was really excited for Season 4. And then something that I've been talking about getting for a really, really, really long time, because it's not on Netflix, and I've been watching it, and it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3-pack movie sets.
Sweet.
$11 on Amazon. Like, I always have a desire to watch this when I'm sick or if I'm tired, I'm having a bad day, and I finally got it, and I'm so excited to watch it this weekend. So, yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Or if you're missing one of the Corys, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want cheesy 80s movies, and like it's perfect. Well, wasn't 80s. This was 90s, I believe. But so what? I'm happy.
It's awesome stuff.
It's turtles. Who cares?
Yes.
You like turtles.
I like turtles.
All right. Well, shall we jump into something to talk about?
Oh, where do you want to start? Do you want to do the good, the bad, or the ugly?
You know, Mike, I'll let you give the choice first.
Oh, then I'm going to go with the ugly.
All right.
So,
yeah.
You guys remember last week we were all talking about how
No.
thing with the okay, you weren't there, Courtney, but everybody else who remembers, we were talking about NBC and their stupid decision not to live stream the Olympic opening ceremonies. So when we rushed off the show, I went and watched it, and the things were very funny, and it is amazing how stupid the hosts were. I mean,
yes.
Oh my God. If you were watching the trending Twitter post during the rebroadcast, one of the trending things in Twitter was "Shut up, Matt Lauer."
I remember reading about that afterwards. I didn't see that live.
Because they were like talking. Oh, what was I forget his name, but the guy who invented the World Wide Web that they had up there. They're like, oh, and this is so and so. And I'm like going, I know who he is. Da, 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 da. And Nikki's like going, okay, Nikki didn't know that, but I knew it. And I'm like, okay, that's really cool. They brought him in there. And they're like going, and the host is like, I don't know who he is. Go Google it.
Yeah.
I went, really?
Didn't one of them state something along the lines of they thought it was Al Gore or something, like had a hand in that?
It's like, what? Do you not read the briefs? So that and
you don't say that on TV.
No, you don't.
Say it off camera. Or you do it off camera. Oh, I don't know who this is. I'll Google him. You know, do it before you go on air. That's what I do.
When you're in front of the camera. When the camera's off, you can be as dumb as you want. But
yes.
Yeah, no, you do not revel in the fact that you're dumb as a box of rocks when you're on camera.
No.
Unfortunately, it didn't get any better. If you've been watching the feeds this week for especially for when it came to like swimming and female gymnastics on the primetime feeds. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! I posted a little bit of a rant of it on Facebook, but basically, there were points where they'd show us 4 minutes of content, 6 minutes of commercials. I actually timed it at one point. And then they'd come back and they'd play this, the backstory of such and such swimmer, blah, 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 blah. We'll see their next heat after this. What? I don't care about, don't get me wrong, I mean, I care about the athletes. I care about their performances. I think there was some incredible things that happened this week sports-wise. And I'm not a sports fan, but I like the Olympics. And, I just wanted to...
Yeah.
It's not just
I'd rather
just
see more
that.
sports and more competition and less backstory. Think about how much more they could have fit in. No,
ads.
Kitty, don't go away.
Or ads.
And Kitty
In
went
fact,
away.
a good example, earlier today, I wanted to watch the women's soccer. And I already knew the score because I saw it online between Canada and Great Britain. But I wanted to see how it was going to turn out. And, okay, so it starts off in the first 12 minutes. Canada has, a goal, so it's 1-0. Then they cut to commercial. And when they come back, it's 2-0. And they didn't explain anything about that. I was
and they don't do a quick backfill or anything. The place they really did a lot of that with was the women's volleyball.
Yeah.
With the two women from California who were like unbeaten who had like a 30-set streak of no defeat, which was incredible as hell to watch. Yeah. And then, of course, we can talk about the Gelfling and the girls' gymnastics team, a.k.a. Maroney. She looks like a Gelfling. She does. But my God, can that woman vault.
All right, should we stop ranting about the Olympics because we can spend the entire show on that?
I just have one last thing to say. Give that shit back to ABC. NBC, you fucked it up. You can't have it no more.
I'll go
give it to ABC.
Beyond that. I say give it to BBC. That's for another topic of the day.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some good news.
Good news.
I think all of us are good, comic book fans, especially Marvel, since they've been doing, to me personally, I believe they're doing a really good job with all the Marvel movies. Of course, leading everything up to the Avengers. They made an announcement recently about who's going to play the villain in Thor 2.
Can I say it?
Go for it.
Can I say it before I explode?
Go for it.
It's Chris Eccleston! The Doctor, my Doctor. Yes, Chris Eccleston, the 9th Doctor from Doctor Who, and he is so amazing. And I'll admit it. I'm a terrible geek. I haven't actually seen the first Thor movie, but now I want to see it, so I'll be ready for the second one, so I can see Chris Eccleston.
I'm not sure how much this will affect you, Courtney, because I don't know your opinions on such things, but every woman, with two exceptions that I know who has seen it, has first Thor movie has just spent the entire movie drooling over Hemsworth.
Well, duh. He's hot.
Whereas when I was watching the first Thor movie, I was like, wow, I could really notice a really bad level of special effects.
Actually, the effects weren't that bad in Thor.
Yeah, it's me nitpicking. I'm a nerd. What do you expect?
Yeah, I nitpicked a few myself. The gatekeeper guy was kind of freaky, but yeah, no, the Doctor as aka Destro, aka...
What's his character's name? I forgot.
The character that he's going to be playing in Thor 2 is called Malekith.
That was
Malekith
it.
the Accursed. And
that was it. I knew it was a big, long, fancy name.
Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it real quick. But the funny thing about it is that the way the character is designed in the comic books, he looks like a goth got stuck in
the 80s.
Or in West Hollywood.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing Christopher Eggleston done up as an 80s goth kid. It's just...
Aren't we all?
Let's see if I can bring that up.
It should be fun, though. It should be fun.
Let's see. Come on, picture
mode. Who knows what, how it'll look differently or how they'll update it from here. Whoa.
Oh my God, it's Roxo, the rock and roll clown.
Blue side on the right is better. So if I said blue side on the right is better, would you understand that reference?
I would totally understand, except I don't know that you can get Frank Gorshin to go along with you on it.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do.
Jason didn't get it.
I did not get it. No, I'd be stupid. I know.
Star Trek original.
Thank you. Series. Thank you. Okay.
God, it's been, wow. How long has it been? Wow. Never mind. I'm a nerd, but the wrong kind of nerd apparently.
Not as nerdy as us apparently.
Exactly.
Well, I'm the old man of the crew, so I'm expected to know everything.
Oh, please.
Anyway.
All right. What should we get on to next? Michael, you've been talking about this for a bit. about how Star Wars: The Old Republic is going free to play.
Yeah.
Kind of screwed you, didn't it?
I've been playing SWTOR since it launched. I was really looking forward to it. The original Galaxies was my gateway MMO drug. That's what got me into MMOs. In fact, I played that one for like 5 years before I finally killed my account. I'm glad it's going free to play in some aspects. I'm kind of annoyed in others because they just renewed my 6-month on SWTOR the day they announced they were going to free to play. So I get my thing, I'm like, oh, okay, I got my thing renewed. Great, I'm good for another 6 months. Then that afternoon, Star Wars: The Old Republic going free to play. And I'm like, fuck!
But isn't it only to like level 20, like everything else that goes?
No.
There are some limitations.
Yeah, there are some limitations. You can still go, you've got some racial limitations as to what races you can run. There's like operations, which is their version of raiding. You can't do unless you're a subscription. There are other stuff. There's a lot of, but you can still go levels 1 to 50.
Okay.
So I don't raid anyway, so that doesn't bother me. But I do like having the multiple races. That's kind of handy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's just like that there's a good amount of flexibility. You know, they're considering the hardcore players and new people.
Mhm.
And the thing is, it's really becoming a trend to go free to play in the video game industry as well. And a lot of companies make good money off the
Oh, yeah.
free to play stuff because they do microtransactions and there's advertisements and other ways to get money. But this way, you aren't excluding any players. If the people want to do free to play, they can do that. And if they want more, then they can do the subscription fee, which is still fairly reasonable for an MMO.
well, and there's
So,
a lot of
Yeah,
there's a lot of games that started out subscription that move over to free to play,
that's true.
and when they moved over free to play, their profits in I think it was DCUO,
Yes.
their profits went up
DCUO,
400%.
It was Dungeons and Dragons Online.
Yeah, that's the other one.
That
Their
one.
profits spiked when they went free to play with microtransactions.
Yep. It's just a completely different business model, and yet it works.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, good for them.
And unfortunately, unlike you two, I was not able to get into the beta, so this is now the perfect time for me to go check it out myself.
Well, you're not going to be able to do it till November.
That's fine. I still have to get back on WoW anyway, so.
Well, you know what? When you get in there in November, come to my server, Lord Praven. Go Sith because Alliance is boring.
Sith!
There we go.
Yes. Go Empire. I love how Sega fan of the room is like, advertise quest, collect 5 Coke Zeros in Planet Cola.
That's nice. That's nice.
That's brilliant.
Ah, yes.
Man.
Yeah, like I remember a bad version of free to play. I did the Pirates of the Caribbean online.
Oh God.
And it was awful. And if you wanted to pick up an item to complete a quest, you had to pay the subscription. Oh, you want to go on a quest? You want to do a side quest? You have to have a subscription. I'm like, how is this free to play? You can't actually do anything. Stupid.
It's like stupid.
It is.
It's like demo mode.
Kitty.
Weak ass demo mode.
Here, kitty.
The kitty returned.
The kitty returned. There's definitely going to be lots of shots of kitty.
All
Come here,
right.
baby.
There's another.
I can aim it at him.
The other.
Kitty.
Speaking of WoW, briefly, there's a lot. One of the other podcasts I listen to called The Instance, that also has a Tor edition and a WoW edition. They're talking about how it's going free to play and everything, and the general consensus from everyone, from a lot of things I've read, is Blizzard's probably not going to go free to play anytime soon on WoW because they're still making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
But their new IP, their new MMO, that they still haven't announced what the hell it is yet. There's a lot of rumor going around that one's probably going to be free to play. But that's going to be their entry in the F2P arena.
But didn't they just recently announce that they lost a significant amount of players in WoW over the past year?
But they still have several million.
Oh, yeah,
I was going to say they lost what? They lost 1 million out of, or they dipped
Like
under
8
10 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still a metric shit ton compared to any other
really
MMO
is.
ever.
Yes, it is.
I know that I was reading some articles from several analysts stating that because of this is the downward trend and it's going to die off in 5 years, and I'm like, that's kind of extreme.